Years ago, Multi News Act, Wednesday, 8th of December 2021. We're looking from the papers. First up, New York Times graph, people's savings going up and down. Now they're down. Economists worried about how this will affect the economy in the new year. So another day, another argument for universal basic income now. Please, thank you. Over on the right, Sleepy Joe and Vlad having a conversation about Ukraine. Down here, those men with their backs to us are all in the Congo looking to exploit all that lovely cobalt that they have. Underneath that, jobs for kids, new chancellor in Germany. USA Today, environment story, is math racist? Holy mother, new front in the culture wars just opened up. That's talking about actually the teaching of maths and how people get put into a track very young. And if you're studying maths at university level, you're very likely to just be a white dude. Another part of it was that critical race theory comes into it, because apparently if teachers go ahead and they say to kids, as part of statistics, we're going to learn about incarceration in America and how more black people are incarcerated than white people, parents just lose their mind, attack the school board over it, etc, because they're very inconvenient facts. Down the bottom, military justice reform. Wall Street Journal, 80 years since Pearl Harbor. My, how the time has flown. Thank you for your service, those men in the wheelchairs. Over on the right, Sleepy Joe and Vlad talking about Ukraine. Voters signal peril for Democrats. Yeah, Democrats going to lose big next year because they're shite. Amazon unsettles labour markets. That's talking about Jeff Bezos offering a few more dollars an hour to precarious workers, paying more than the local warehouses. Down the bottom, United Arab Emirates adopts the Western work week, so Monday to Friday. They used to work Sunday to Thursday because Friday is the Muslim holy day. A lot of workers worried they'll just have to work from Sunday to Friday now to match up with the other Arab countries. New York Post, thirst posting game of chicken Kiev. Excellent headline from the New York Post, thank you. National Post from Canada, Vlad v Sleepy Joe. Who would win? Probably Vlad in a fair fight, I guess, let's be honest. Grandma from Cuba, quote from Fidel down the bottom, to be international is to pay our debt to humanity. Yes, thank you, Fidel. Star of South Africa, true crime. Jerusalem Post, IDF completes upgraded barrier with the Gaza Strip, okay, presumably to protect the people in Palestine from the Israeli aggressors. Tehran Times, Iran nuclear talks, arms industry thrives despite pandemic, okay. IMF forecast a 3% global contraction in 2020, but the arms industry expanded by 1.3%, so good to see someone making money in a crisis. The Hindu, Nagaland, they've basically brought in a shutdown of public life because they're worried about retaliations against the army for shooting 15 civilians in cold blood. Over on the right, the farmer union going to make a call on ending their protest today. The Australia to bank on new crypto is talking about the government bringing in maybe a central digital currency. Best of luck. Over on the left, climate cabal and $20 million libs hunt. Great, hunt them down, lock them up. Daily Telegraph, also from Australia. Nice imagery of Z there this morning. Up the top it says, this means war. Not talking about China, but talking about the cricket. Interesting placement, nonetheless. Story is actually about some Chinese cyber attack on power plants in Australia. Global Times from China, there's Vlad on the other end of the call. A very shiny table, looks nice. Underneath that, talking about the US avoiding the Olympics. Irish Times, really bad storm. Booster jabs. Irish Examiner, bad storm. Carbon budgets are unachievable. Okay, headline probably could have said, carbon budgets have no political will behind them. Irish Sun, celebs, a celeb whose mother died and he was in her 90s, sorry to hear that. The Irish Daily Mail, boosters, that celeb's mother who died, sorry to hear that. Belfast Telegraph, storm, French crew film new IRA at time of Lyra death, okay. Lyra McKee, journalist, was shot in April 2019 in the Cregan area of Derry during ongoing rioting. It was alleged that she was shot by a new IRA gunman. Some French crew were filming the new IRA at the time and they left the country with the footage, didn't give it to the cops, so now they've been raided. The Herald, COVID, storm. Down the bottom, Ian McWhirter, why social class and drug use matter. Had a little read of this morning. If you ever want to know why radical centralism is an absolute brain disease, go and do yourself a favour and have a read of this article. He basically harps on about how laws in England are quite tough, and that's good because we should be tough on drugs, but in Scotland you can possess cocaine and heroin in small amounts and you're not prosecuted, and that's bad because we're encouraging drug users. But also, charities say that drug use is caused by poverty and social inequality, and if we wait for socialism to solve our drug-related deaths problem, we'll be waiting a very long time. Mate, newsflash, we don't need socialism to solve poverty and inequality, we just need political will, of which you clearly have zero. Financial Times, America urges Berlin to block Russian gas line. That is never going to happen, ever. Europe needs that gas, where else are they going to get it from? Down the bottom, this bullshit number 10 Christmas party story. The Guardian, same bullshit number 10 story. Letter links Johnson to airlift of animals. Okay, Boris Johnson being tied into this thing when they were evacuating Kabul. They evacuated 150 dogs and cats belonging to some lad who ran a shelter. People not happy because people got left behind. The dogs and cats got priority. Daily Torygraph, there's the future Queen Consort of England, wife of Charles, sister-in-law Prince Andrew, still wanted for his questioning. Congratulations, paedophile billionaire Prince Jeffrey Epstein, RIP, who's pictured up the top. Trial ongoing, not much happening. Prosecution going to rest their case tomorrow. Underneath that, tech companies must protect children from truly horrific abuse, says Countess. That's Sophie, Countess of Wessex, wife of Prince Edward, sister-in-law Prince Andrew, still wanted for questioning. Congratulations, paedophile billionaire Prince Jeffrey Epstein, RIP. She should be careful what she's coming out saying, protecting children from truly horrific abuse, given her relatives. Independent, 4 stories on top. Afghanistan, the war on drugs is just a distraction, yeah, always has been. Beside that, how the house price boom will end, presumably in a bust, like every boom. Beside that, football storm, number 10 bullshit Christmas party story, Daily Express, same bullshit story. Something here with the Foreign Office boss being on holiday for 11 days as they were evacuating Kabul, boosters, celebs, Daily Mirror, Elton's World Cup outrage. Elton John not happy at the World Cup being held in Qatar apparently, and his friend David Beckham promoting the same World Cup for £10 million. I think if you're getting outraged about the World Cup being in Qatar, you've got the wrong target. Your target should be FIFA, the organisation, one of the most corrupt organisations ever to exist in human history. Down the bottom, the number 10 Christmas party story, Daily Mail, why Charles's friends fear his rift with Harry may be as damaging as his war with Diana. I think the most surprising thing in that headline is that Charles has any friends. He is, of course, the brother of Prince Andrew, wanted for questioning relationship, beautiful there, finds Jeffrey Epstein, RIP. Bullshit number 10 Christmas party story down the bottom, iNewspaper. It's beginning to look a lot like last Christmas. Don't even remember what happened last Christmas, to be honest. Metro Storm, number 10 story. Daily Star, Rab's brain still mystified, digging into Dominic Raab because of what he did at the Foreign Office in connection with the Kabul evacuation. I have to wonder about all these Tory stories, people giving out and moralising and saying, oh, you broke the rules and you did this and you did that. The Tories were voted in by 30% of the population of the UK. Just let that fact sink in. If you're in the UK and watching this, do the right thing. Go out and fucking vote. And I don't want to be here telling you to go and vote, but I am, alright? Anyway, Julian Assange is still in jail in the maximum security Belmarsh prison without fair trial or due process. If you want to stay off corporate state media for the day, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.